Good Monday afternoon, everyone. Welcome to GardenStateWeather.com premium discussions here on YouTube. Also at Garden State Weather Forecast and Garden State Weather on YouTube, actually on Facebook, and Garden State WX on Twitter. I'm meteorologist Robert Smith. Take a look at the weather conditions right now and take a look at the forecast going ahead for this week. Now we are seasonably below normal for this time of the year. We're in the low to the mid 50s, a few low to mid 60s here. And where it's warm is in southeastern Pennsylvania, southwestern New Jersey, and the Delmarva area too, where temperatures are running in the 70s. But it's relatively cool as we go through this area here. And it's pretty wet as well, with the dew points this hour also making that pretty relatively saturated. Relative humidity values are generally running about 95%. There's a little bit more sunshine here over southwestern Pennsylvania and down through the Delmarva area here, which is indicative of lower relative humidity values. The air is mixing out a little bit better over those locations. Take a look at the visibilities this hour, and they're not too bad, but we do have some fog around the area. So the visibilities are definitely reduced here on Long Island around West Babylon and Brentwood at about 1.5 to 2.5 miles. Visibilities better than 10 miles as you head through southeastern Pennsylvania down through the Delmarva, but up here in northeastern New Jersey and the New York City metropolitan area, visibilities range anywhere from about 5 to 10 miles, and in some cases even denser than that across the bridges here into Brooklyn and Queens. And well, it's one of those days. Minimum temperatures this morning didn't get down too low. We'll check that out right now. If these come up, minimum temperatures are generally in the upper 40s to lower 50s, pretty much where they are right now, excepting southeastern Pennsylvania and southern New Jersey and the Delmarva. Here at the Weather Center this afternoon, it's 55 and cloudy. Also in New Brunswick at the Rutgers University Meteorology Program, 55 with a northeast to east wind at about 2 to 10 miles an hour. Warm spots, Egg Harbor, New Jersey, 74. Also Atlantic City at 74 and 72 in Vineland. But we're stuck at around 49 at High Point, 50 at Vernon, and 51 at Wantage, and 53 in Parsippany, all because of that low cloud and drizzle and fog and the wind coming in from off the water. Okay, we'll take a look at the satellite imagery. There's plenty of clouds here in northeastern New Jersey, the Hudson River Valley, Pennsylvania. Winds aloft are out of the southwest. Winds from off the ocean coming in at the lower levels of the atmosphere, all out of the east-northeast. That's bringing a lot of the cloud cover in. Notice how they wrap around and change now. They're from the west to the east here over southeastern Pennsylvania and the Delmarva area where there's a lot more clearing. All of this is just scattered radar echoes here, but this is some precipitation out on the central and east ends of Long Island, southeastern New York, and southwestern Connecticut here. Also a few showers up here towards the New York, Pennsylvania border this afternoon. New Jersey, New York regional May climatology. May 1st, we start out with temperatures that are generally running in the low to mid 60s, upper 60s as you head towards southeastern Pennsylvania and southern New Jersey into the Delmarva. By the end of the month, we typically have climatological high temperatures in the low to the mid 70s across the region. Now, this is not a forecast. This is what climatology tells us. On May 1st, the overnight lows are generally running in the low to the mid 40s to around 50 in the urban centers in New York and southeastern Pennsylvania, southeastern Pennsylvania, southern New Jersey, and the Delmarva. And by the end of the month, we're generally running in the low to 50s across the interior portions into the mid and upper 50s and even around 60 degrees as you head towards Delmarva. Taking a look at the surface fronts and sea level pressure through next Monday, we have this nearly stationary front with an area of low pressure over it, over the Delmarva area, and an east to northeast flow here over the northern mid-Atlantic center area here. And also we had a few showers and some embedded thunderstorms earlier this morning that have moved through the area. Most of this will head to the east very slowly, but the front will linger around the region. We have a new storm complex coming into the Central Plains, another one here into the upper Midwest and the West Coast here into the Intermountain region. And this storm is going to be making a potential inroad towards our area, a small area of high pressure building in for later tonight and tomorrow. On Tuesday will allow for some drying weather slowly, but more rain and showers and thunderstorms will be moving into the Ohio and Tennessee, Mississippi River Valley area as we head into Tuesday night and Wednesday, and it looks like it's going to be a pretty wet day around here on Wednesday. Wednesday night, that tries to exit with that frontal system. Here comes the next wave from the Pacific Northwest diving down into the central and southern plains. And this one, again, will be preceded by high pressure over the northeast once again. And that means that more rain is on the way as we head into Friday, as this front and everything begins to move in our direction very slowly. And we were thinking that Sunday was not going to be such a good day yesterday, but it looks like that's changing a little bit. High pressure will nose in. We're still going to have an east to northeast flow from off the ocean here, centered around high pressure over southeastern Canada. And rain shower chances will be mostly for southern New Jersey and the Delmarva. And then that northeast wind and cool weather continues over the northern mid-Atlantic as we head into next Monday. National Digital Database high temperatures for today. Let's go back here. Upper 50s to low 60s in the New York area, low to mid 70s, and even upper 70s here in the Delmarva and Virginia area. That shows the contrast there. Temperatures tomorrow, again, slightly below normal, upper 50s on the coast and Long Island, low to mid 60s, mid and upper 60s to around 70, south and west with that front kind of like stalled out there. Really don't budge too much in the temperature department on Wednesday either. It's a big contrast from the upper 50s across Long Island and interior Connecticut, and the mid and upper 70s in the Chesapeake, Delaware area, and also into the Virginias. And we get into the low to mid 70s, right around normal again over the interior sections on Thursday. Low to mid 60s on the South Shore and east ends of Long Island, completely normal for this time of the year, where it never gets warm. With an ocean flow there, being close to the water or on the water. And as we get into Friday, temperatures again, either side of the mid-60s across the regions, a little bit more uniform. And then we cool down on Saturday, temperatures again below normal in the upper 50s and low and mid-60s around the region. And Sunday, well, it's pleasant, but it's still chilly for this time of the year. And the normal highs. We're running about 9 to 10 degrees below normal here over the northeast and running 8 degrees above normal across the Chesapeake and the Delmarva today. Tomorrow, again, below normal to above normal, below normal near the coast and interior New York, Connecticut, Long Island, most of New Jersey. Finally going to get a break on Wednesday, a bit above normal, central and southern New Jersey, but below normal in the New Jersey, New York City area here in northwestern New Jersey as well. A few degrees above normal on Thursday, and crashing down again below normal everywhere on Friday, well below normal on Saturday, and Mother's Day, well below normal. Doing a Doppler review from this morning, last night into early this morning, you can see a few showers and thunderstorms here that rolled through central and northern New Jersey to the coast, and then off the coast. And that's it. New run of the European model coming in. It's not completed yet. It's up to hour 132 as of this broadcast. And as you can see, the 500 millibar flow pattern is going to be very interesting going forwards. Pretty active pattern. West to east flow with cutoff lows. Here is that shortwave ridge over the top of an upper level low here in the central and southern plains. It starts out here off the west coast. And then it rolls into the central and southern plains. It gets cut off actually from the flow, and we've got still this quite a bit of blocking here in the northeastern Atlantic, negative NAO signature, and so everything's like blocked up here. So as we get into the weekend, this is going to roll east and should be located on Saturday night right over the Tennessee River Valley area. Still have this upper level low blocked off here over southeastern Canada, upper level high pressure ridge here, negative NAO signature over Greenland. So, and high pressure over low pressure. This is an omega block. Taking a look at vorticity, not too bad going into southern Great Lakes here, New York, as we head into Wednesday with that warm front, cold front coming through. More chances of rain as this trough axis and front swings through and then off the coast. And then it's a west to east flow again over our area, confluence and convergence. And here's that upper level low over a high pressure ridge here in southeastern Canada through the Central Plains. So that's an omega block, and that rolls east. But most of the area will be separated from this. But the problem is the winds will be coming in from off the ocean. And that's not good because that means temperatures are going to be a large contrast between very warm over the southern mid-Atlantic and very cool over the northern mid-Atlantic. So we'll use the European model guidance from this morning, which is coming in. Here's that next wave coming in off the west coast into the Intermountain West with some interior snows and rain. Of course, across the central and southern plains, we have that new storm system vecting in with showers and thunderstorms and rain, moving eventually towards the Great Lakes. And this will be providing us with the next bout of rain here on Wednesday in the northern mid-Atlantic. High pressure will be off the coast, and the winds will be coming in from off the ocean, and that will be providing us with some rain. Not a lot of rain, though. And then that exits out, and the storm that was over the interior northwest is now in the central plains, a new storm system getting ready to come down through the Aleutians and into the west coast as well. And this storm system is going to take its time making its way across the country. It's being blocked up by strong high pressure over southeastern Canada and a northeast wind. And that's going to make for a rather damp day on Saturday for the Mother's Day weekend, especially for central and southern areas here of the northern mid-Atlantic. The good news is that most of this dries out in time for Mother's Day, excepting the southern mid-Atlantic, but the winds are off the ocean out of the northeast because of high pressure, which is located over southeastern Canada. That's going to keep our winds out of the east direction here off the ocean, so that could mean cooler weather right along the Long Island coast and New Jersey as well, coastlines here in the Delmarva as well. But interior sections should be okay. And this pattern becomes really blocky, and high pressure is still shuttered over the northern mid-Atlantic, and low pressure is still off the southern mid-Atlantic and southeastern coast of Florida. That's going to mean some wet weather coming into Florida and the Carolinas over the weekend and into next week, next Wednesday and Thursday. Well, high pressure will be in control over the northern mid-Atlantic. Up close here in the northeast, European model got in 6-hour precipitation, 10-meter winds, and mean sea level pressure and thickness here with the precipitation. Next bout of precipitation, well, we have an east wind coming in from off the ocean, low pressure approaching with a trough and frontal system here on Wednesday. So we get into Wednesday, there will be some scattered showers around the area. Could be a thunder bopper or not. And then the winds basically out of the north, and here comes the next event here for Friday and Saturday, Mother's Day weekend. The winds are all out of the southeast and east here around high pressure. So that's going to bring in some rain around here on Friday, Saturday night, and Friday night and Saturday. Most of the heaviest precipitation will be over the Delmarva. There'll be a lot of cloud cover around the region. Northern New Jersey probably escaping most of the rain into the Hudson River Valley area, but there'll be a few showers around. The main story is the wind, and it's off the ocean, and that's going to mean much cooler temperatures across most of the region as we head into early next week. And again, an onshore flow predominantly is the rule. European model guidance of the New Jersey, New York City metropolitan area with those showers and thunderstorms and lightning strike this morning over New York City at Rockefeller Center. Yeah, that occurred. Lightning often occurs and breaches the tops of those buildings, those skyscrapers in New York City. But, if we looked at overall precipitation through next Saturday, the heaviest is going to be localized and concerning central Pennsylvania and southern New Jersey, and of course the Delmarva here That's where the heaviest amount of precipitation will be with these low pressure systems and frontal boundaries across the region. And if we looked at the next 10 days, obviously, the heaviest again being with the frontal system on Wednesday and Thursday. And outside of that, not too much here for northern New Jersey. Not too much. In fact, most of this region is not heavy. You have to get down to the Virginias and the central and southern mid-Atlantic here before picking up appreciable precipitation amounts. But any of these showers and thunderstorms could produce a half of an inch to an inch of rain in any localized downpour